Hey.
Hey, what's going on? This your boy Cashews.
This your boy TK.
It's your girl Diamonds.
And it's your girl Tasty.
And we are the
Hip Hop Millennials Podcast.
Hey y'all.
What up?
Hey,
What's
hey. How
happening?
y'all week been?
My week has been good. Very productive.
Yeah.
Money was made.
Yeah.
Hey, I ran down my different titles today. Check me out.
Alright.
I am a father / rapper / podcaster / worker 9-to-5er, and I'm gonna add something to it later, y'all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, how many titles you got?
Okay. So that's what we doing. That's the episode. What's your title?
I mean, there you go. What's your title?
Okay, we gotta write that down so we won't forget. What's your title?
All right,
Okay.
what's your title?
So okay. I'm a mother / worker 9-to-5er / podcaster / hoe. Psych, not just playing.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
City girl.
No, I really was playing, but no, I definitely you know what I'm saying. I got 3. Well, I'm a podcaster.
It's all truth and jokes.
You know.
But that hen dog ain't
So what about you, Diamond? What's your title?
What's your title?
I'm a mom. I'm a student.
Okay.
I'm a poet. I do like poetry. I'm a podcaster. And I'm a wifey, of course.
Okay.
I forgot artists as well. I don't know how I forgot.
And artists.
Come on, man. We artists.
But first and foremost, I'm a real nigga first.
Real nigga
hey.
first. Real nigga
I
first.
just play. No, I'm a dad, a husband, a business owner, a 9-to-5er as well.
Good job, Tommy.
Oh,
It's like, nah, just
I work for real. Man, what else? Shit, I don't know. A podcaster.
Podcaster.
I almost forgot.
Hey, new title.
You know what I'm saying?
that's what's up.
And shout out TK Clothing, man. Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? My clothing brand. Y'all come fuck with me. Come get some drip.
What is it? Nigga?
What's the name?
On the
Tell them
website.
that.
I know.
Shout out. Plug in.
No, my website is www.truekingsclothing.com. All one word. All no caps. All one word. You know what I'm saying? It's I got shirts, I got hoodies, I got book bags. Come book with your boy, man.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Come holla at me.
Hey,
Come
So
holla
you
at
had
me.
a
Drill.
good week though.
We had a good week.
I had a crazy week. My baby been sick.
Ain't nothing worse than a sick baby.
Man,
They can't talk. That's the worst.
And it's like
Right.
Oh, you can't even tell me how you feel.
You
I just
know.
see that you feel
Right,
like
and
shit.
you're just crying.
And then it's like you can't move. They want to be on your back. He already be on my back. I can't even go to the bathroom.
Nope,
Guess what
'cause I'ma
he
sit
said?
into your legs while you
He's gonna
shitting.
sit right there on your lap with you.
Yep.
We go
Hey,
to the
they
bathroom.
said you don't know clingy till you have a son.
Man, he love his mama. But everybody had a pretty good week. Y'all ready?
Yes,
Yeah,
man.
okay.
All right, y'all. So let's get into a new segment. It's called Cashews That's Nuts. That's where I break down the latest, craziest things that's going on in the media and the news. And this week, we got a lot of bad news. So this week, in music, we lost, what was it, 2 artists, old school and new, Pnb Rock and Jesse Powell. All right, y'all. So you eating out, you got to be on point at all times, right?
Thanks.
So Pnb Rock, he's at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. His girlfriend, she posted their location in a pic, and somebody done ran
Ran down on you, boy.
down on your boy. And the funny thing about it, which is not comedic in that way, but I'm saying
Funny as in ironic.
Ironic. Pnb Rock has been aware that people have been on his ass for months. He's saying that people been watching him, somebody trying to line him up. He caught it. He says, I'm from Philly, so my eyes are always open. I can peep it from a mile away. So what happened this time, y'all?
I think it just got too comfortable.
Got comfortable?
Yeah.
And you know LA ain't no joke.
At all.
I just think that it's an unfortunate situation. I did see some people trying to blame the girlfriend. They got ran up on. But what I did see is how they were saying that all the artists from that label had like
the Empire
life insurance
label, yeah.
contracts out on them, and all the ones who had the contracts are apparently are dead now.
Yes,
So
like
I mean
King
that's
Prime,
something
Mo 3.
to look
So there's a couple
into
of them.
more so on that. I mean I think that that's very interesting. You know, they have these people who live the street life, and then they come and then they be artists, but that doesn't take away from everything that you've done in your past life, even though you're famous and you have money now and you rapping or whatever. So who knows? So that could have been, somebody from the you just don't know,
I feel like you can't release your location anywhere. As soon as people find out your location, they're gonna get you. Like what happened to Pop Smoke, like what,
Right.
and that was it's just crazy. And who else died like that?
Pop Smoke is the biggest
Young
name.
Dolph?
Young Dolph, he died like that. Somebody found out his
Location
location.
and called him out
But
there.
that's what I'm saying. Even it just even in that though, being a celebrity, you know, it's not even necessarily you posting your location. They have paparazzi. They got people who follow. You know what I'm saying? So
and it could have been one of the workers.
Right,
there.
that's what I'm saying. You
That's
just
true,
never
too.
know. It's just it was an unfortunate situation, and I feel like to again blame that girl. It's silly. You
But
know,
in
if
this
somebody want to
particular
find somebody.
situation, they look like the cops have kind of confirmed that.
I think honestly,
it was her fault.
I think it's a little bit. I think it's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like for her sharing his
But that was her.
location,
That was his girlfriend.
his baby mama.
His baby mama.
Were they together?
Yeah, they're together,
but I
yeah.
don't think she did that shit maliciously.
But no, that's
a
what
lot
I'm
of people are
saying.
saying
That's what I'm
malicious.
saying.
I don't feel
But
like
see,
it was
I
malicious.
think it's bad parts on both because whether she meant to do it or not, bro, why are you at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles with all this?
You
But
would go to somewhere and you would have a
but we're
medallion
with a
on.
group of people. I've never went nowhere like that by myself. Like it was just me and my wife. Why would I draw attention to myself?
He didn't
like
have
that?
security or anything.
No,
Nothing.
he
Just
spoke
him.
of moving right. He always
Right.
moved right the right way. But this particular
This was
time, I
just
think he
different.
got a little comfortable. Y'all know, a couple months back in LA, the cops said that we can't protect y'all no more out here.
Yep.
So whatever happens, it's just the crime rate is so high, and we see a lot of locals from LA saying, you know, what was he doing in that particular area? That Roscoe's is located in Inglewood. That's
The
like
worst,
one of the worst areas
And
he
you
could have
got
been.
over
But it's the
500,000
location of it
jewelry.
is
Come on,
near
man.
the airport, so maybe he was
Exactly.
headed out. You never know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I
You
think
just
people,
never-
Yeah.
I think like you said, people just get too comfortable. I'm pretty sure he's been there before, and the more and more you go, you think like, oh, well, I've been here before. Anybody gonna bother me? But it take that one time for you to think that, and then they run down on you.
Exactly.
Man.
What songs y'all like by bro? Because I really like Selfish.
Yeah, Selfish. Every Day We Lit. That was
Yeah.
Every Day We
that's
Lit.
my- yeah, that's
Can
my
I make
shit.
a confession?
Go ahead, man.
I never knew. I know the songs that y'all are speaking of, but I don't be knowing, you know, like the artist and then the song that they're.
Yeah.
I
Unless
like the
they're
Meek
like,
Mill
and
song.
I'm not saying that he's not super famous, but that's
Yeah.
like Beyonce or like Lil
Yeah.
Baby. Like I didn't
Right.
like the songs that y'all are naming. I know like Every Day We Live.
You
That-
just
I
didn't know-
did not
yeah.
know
You
that
know
that
that
was
it
him.
was
You know
him.
for sure. So
Sometimes you know the music and not the
Wow,
face.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Now that's even more sad because I like those songs.
Yeah,
and what was the
no.
one you just said? The
Selfish.
I'm selfish.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I did.
Now he
And
got
then
some
when,
bangers.
and his
Okay.
song Selfish actually went number one on Apple Music.
So I,
What's the name of the Meek
Mill
I added to
song?
it because I used to bump it off.
The Meek Mill song.
I know the chorus. You look at my
yes.
I don't know the word.
Yes.
I
You
don't know
looking
the
nice,
name.
you can tell.
Yes.
I wanna
That
call
one.
it
What is the name
Contagious,
of the
but
song?
that
Oh my
wasn't
gosh.
it.
Okay.
Okay. Shout out, man.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
R.I.fucking
I
P.
hate we
And
have
then
to-
did you
I
see
say
how
that
they was
every
playing with his
episode.
body?
Yes,
with
yeah,
the,
yes.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
They actually got it.
Yeah, they did.
They were able to get
They
it.
did.
But me and TK were having a discussion last night on this topic about, you know, we lose artists all the time, but we're losing fathers.
Yes.
You know, this guy is somebody's nephew, brother, son.
Yeah.
It's like
And father.
his
Absolutely.
kids are young. They have to
He
grow
got
up
babies. I think his daughter's
without
like 4
their
years
father.
old.
They have to grow up without their father.
Yeah.
And a lot of times that's the part that people aren't really thinking about. They're not being conscious or aware of somebody losing their life, not just an artist. As a fan, yes, we lose our favorite
music
artists or
and
their
stuff,
music.
yeah,
their
but-
music is going to stay around, but these children are losing their fathers, man.
Yeah,
life,
for
yeah.
sure.
And we're going to move on, and
By next month.
another rapper or artist will die, but that family, they have to
Will
live
never-
with that.
Yes.
Yeah, going back to what I was saying when it comes to you never know who this person was before they become famous, and I'm not saying that that's okay, but when you live in the street and that's
Yeah,
your
no, it
lifestyle,
definitely, yeah.
that's what comes with it, and it's unfortunate. But when you was in the streets and you banging and you killing people,
You
you're
done ran
not
down on
thinking
people,
about
yeah.
him being a father, son. Oh,
That's true.
And I'm not.
Hopefully
you know.
his family can get justice, whether it come in the form of justice or street
Yeah,
justice.
just in general.
Hey, y'all, speaking of justice, man, R. Kelly
Oh my gosh.
again
about him every week.
Every week.
Right, every week.
He
Robert,
locked up,
Robert
they
stay on the
wanted
list of
him
things
out.
to discuss. But
Because
this
Because
he's
he's done decades of damage.
he's done decades of damage, so he might be a topic
Wait,
for a
that
while.
might be the better subject.
Yes.
Decades of damage.
Decades.
For real.
Better title.
Better title.
Right.
Decades of damage.
That man's, bro.
Robert Kelly, man, y'all know, defamed R&B singer, king of R&B. We're gonna give him that, but he has just been found guilty for the second time. This time it was child pornography.
You got 3 counts of child pornography and 3 counts of enticing a minor into sexual.
I mean, it being
activity.
it being child pornography when he was fucking peeing on a girl. And
That's just
what do you mean?
Like, what's
you know what
wrong
I'm saying?
with
It's
you,
just
dog?
it's coming, it's just now being laid out, by law, but we all knew this was coming. And I guess that's what's so crazy, how people are like, oh my God, like, what do you mean, oh my God? Y'all saw the tapes. Everybody knew it was with children. This is not, so why wouldn't child pornography and
not be a part of it?
That's all that comes with it, because he was doing these acts and now they're just putting crime names to the actual acts that he was doing. You know?
Jeez.
It's crazy.
It's very
that shit is crazy,
crazy.
and he gonna be in there, and at this point, I don't think R. Kelly's coming home. He might. I don't know though, because shit. No, but you never know, because with these goddamn laws, you know what I'm saying, changing and acting the fuck up and crazy, you never know this nigga.
But they don't play about them kids though. It's a lot of laws that have changed, but they don't play about them kids.
And if he beat, New York, he ain't gonna beat Illinois.
Yeah.
If he beat Illinois, he ain't gonna beat.
Right.
He already got 30 under his belt.
You already in there for 30. Yeah. They just added shit on.
Yeah.
He's
They're trying to make sure. Yeah.
So in Chicago, he has to turn around and do what in Chicago? Like, does he serve 30 years in Chicago too?
I think
like, how's that work?
I think it's just one big old number.
If they try to do that concurrently thing, then he might be able to get some type of loophole, but they not gonna do that.
Yeah, he's not. You know what I'm saying,
bro?
It's over.
At this point, it's done. And like
he lived a life, so I mean,
he's living his life in prison.
All right, look.
You think he getting fucked?
No,
I don't think that.
I don't think he getting fucked. I think
he doing the fucking.
You think?
They still gonna have him getting some pussy up in there.
That nigga's disgusting. You don't think a man's butt ain't no different? Come on, bro.
I think they send him girls.
Disgusting?
I don't think he gay. I just think he's he's sick, but I don't think he's homosexual. I think
the female COs are gonna fuck him.
Oh yeah, they gonna. They can't wait to fuck him.
Because the guards definitely. He don't got.
Hey, imagine
that nigga singing to people's family members and everything.
Exactly. Imagine clocking in for work and R. Kelly's on your shift.
Yeah, for sure.
The Pied Piper.
Yeah, the Pied Piper. Girl, I got R. Kelly tonight.
Right.
Bitch,
he ain't gonna have no problem getting anything.
Come on, man.
Unfortunately.
How much money y'all think he got in that commissary now?
Because celebrities be violent.
He gonna put some more in there.
Double.
Double.
But see what it is?
Celebrities is tripping. Like I feel like they're above the law. They
Absolutely.
feel like
Absolutely.
You know
but y'all know they've been getting consequences lately though.
Yeah,
for the last 10 days.
That's what I'm saying though. But it's been so many cases that just been, he's this person, he's that person. Like just because of that celebrity shit, now they're not playing no more.
Right.
Justice has been served.
His whole life, and
that
nigga has a whole RICO case. Like. They're not playing.
They want you, man.
Right.
They want you.
These celebrities got that blue face. Yeah, blue face baby. Right. I like blue face. He a thug ass. That shit is sexy.
I kind of like. I like Krishan Rock's aggressive personality.
She's a
like,
bad bitch.
Hey, you gotta have somebody that's gonna ride for you.
And she don't give a fuck. And she love her nigga. And at the end of the day, do I feel like they shit toxic as fuck? Yeah, but at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? She love her nigga.
Let me tell y'all, man. Blueface knocked Krishan Rock's father out.
Hey, to be fair, bruh swung first though.
Yeah, he did swing first. Hey, I saw the blood on the floor.
Yeah.
And he tweets, "I'm her daddy now."
Hey, that shit was savage. I ain't gonna lie, I like that type of shit. I give him that. That shit was savage.
So okay, so remember just a little devil's advocate. Remember how we was talking about? So is that not inappropriate? Remember how we was talking about like crossing lines and shit like that? So with that being her father and him knocking him the fuck out, was that inappropriate for Blueface to say, "Oh, I'm her daddy now"? Because we always
feel like that's the least of the problem.
Yeah.
The problem is she knocked my mama out and I'm knocking her daddy out.
Yeah,
this is a whole toxic situation right here.
She was saying though that she wasn't upset about it. Everybody was like tripping on her and was like, "Oh, how could you still be with a man?" But she was saying something in reference of like the dad had took the mom. He used to beat her mom, and like took her to the woods and tied her up and all that. I'm not saying that that's okay, but I mean, allegedly.
Right.
So, and that being said, I'm not saying, I believe in like Robin Hood justice, but what I do say is, that's their business. And,
all right, so let's go ahead and get into this. What would you do if your spouse knocked out your parent?
Oh my God.
I mean, if Mom Duke swung first on some crazy shit, what can you do? Like,
I disagree. I feel. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I disagree. I feel like now it just depends on if this is like my spouse and like we married. This is my husband, and you know what I'm saying. No, you should. I'm not saying that you should let them hit you, but it's a difference. You don't got to knock my dad out.
But what if you could just be one hit though?
Nigga,
I didn't know a nigga was gonna be knocked out.
No,
you see what? No, but what I'm saying is you could do a shove.
That should be that should be a reaction
though.
No,
because it's no different. No, because it's no different from you and I. You know what I'm saying? Like you and your spouse in a relationship, you think about things and you are conscious of certain things just because you know what comes after that. But, so in that being said, it definitely is situational though. But if I'm close with my father, then absolutely that would be an issue because nigga, he might be hot headed, but nigga, you should have pushed him down or something. But you want to knock him out. You push him away? That's not the same situation.
I feel like you asking people to be conscious of what they about to do in an angry situation.
When you know because and you should be. We're not because we're not children. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But what I'm saying, but in that situation, that was kind of different. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, you all ask what I do, and I am close with my father. So in that being said, yes, the person that I married and with would understand that and respect the level and the closeness that I have with my father.
I feel like that
so
too.
In that being said, it is other ways around it. You're not finna knock my dad out and think that we finna be spending Thanksgiving
together. Your dad swings on your spouse first.
Right, like straight up, he swing on him.
What happens?
Like you expect him to just be like,
look,
it's over.
Okay, I'm super close to my dad, right? Like we talk like every day.
Okay,
so that would definitely like be a weird situation to see. Yeah. But if he initiates it, he looking for a fight. So
you know what I'm saying?
I guess I don't have anything else. I wouldn't jump in the middle of it because I don't want to jump into in between two grown ass men fighting. But if he were to swing it at my significant other and actually throw a punch and not expect you to hit back, it'd be kind of crazy, but I would try my best to. I get that. Him swinging in general would just ignite something in another guy to be like, all right, you coming at me, so I'm gonna come back. That's all I'm saying. Like both of them are at fault in this situation.
So
to me,
vice versa, a woman and a mom. You know what I'm saying?
I would never. And you know, I don't be in situations.
I would not like it, but you know, it would be what it would be because. If he swung first, I cannot expect him not to swing back.
Get on top of him and just start wailing.
But even in swinging,
one hit, that's a reaction.
No, you could easily shove someone.
But
to knock him down and to punch him in the face.
Put yourself in an aggressive situation.
To him,
it's like he's swinging.
Off the street.
Okay, look, perfect. Okay. So,
but y'all don't know. We don't know what was said before. It could be threats going back and forth. Y'all gotta realize, in order for you to actually swing on somebody's parent, you have to have a pretty bad relationship with your own parents.
No, I feel
and they both are clearly toxic as fuck.
I thought that should be planned.
Toxic.
And you know how many cameras is out there? You know what I'm saying? Like it just that's a part of that MO. So why not keep stretching?
That shit ain't. I don't know if they. Y'all got.
That shit like.
I hate to say it. Ratchet TV.
And I'm not trying to put this negative energy out there, but in this violent, toxic situation, do y'all think one of them could end up dead at some point?
Absolutely.
Maybe, yeah.
Like Krishan Rock, Blueface, they fight on camera in public.
Yeah.
All we see is the fighting.
First of all, why is nobody in jail? That's the real question. Why none of them go to jail?
You know, and
that's the
also, but
she went to jail in their relationship for some weird shit, like stealing a car.
But I'm talking about like the shit they be like.
You know why? Because you know what? For real. In a lot of places, you know, only like where we live in Georgia, you know, where the state gets you. But if you're not pressing charges, you know, depending on where they at, nigga, if you get into a fight, nigga, then we go home. And in every situation is not the same. The only difference is because they're recorded and everybody can see it. Everybody done been, especially in our younger 20s, you know what I'm saying? You done been in some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Thanksgiving is going to be awkward as fuck.
It is.
Exactly.
That's exactly my point. So in that being said, maybe I'm only speaking just from a older age. I don't know, and because I am close with my father, like I said, but I've been in situations where I have chose to show restraint, even though I didn't have to, just because I knew what would be the consequences if I didn't. You know, remember when I had gotten into a fight with one of our family members? We're going to say an older one. She's a woman. Okay. Right. So I have gotten to a physical altercation with one of my family members who happens to be, you know, someone older, let's just say a generation up. And she swung on me first and connected. And yet and still I could, like, come on now. I was young, you know what I'm saying? And I could have, you know, but I didn't. I chose to not.
Show
I let
respect.
her, because at the end of the day, I knew what would come if I would have beat her ass.
Hey, when you say me against the world, me and you against the world, it's whatever. They really live in that.
Oh,
because
yeah, absolutely.
after
Sure. You know
push your family away and I push my family
only
away,
us.
we don't
It's
have
only
nobody
us.
else but
It got
us.
to
They
be
better
us.
be together forever,
For sure.
man.
And I respect, you know what I'm saying? I just understand. I get both sides, but then, you know me, because it actually is so crazy. Side note, in that particular situation, my spouse did come to rescue and did wear that ass out, just to throw that out there. So, you know, just it wasn't on my hands, but you know what I'm
very
saying?
crazy situation,
Yeah, for
y'all.
sure. That's sad. You
Hey,
know?
so let's get into our Taste with Tea
Another
segment.
Hey y'all, I'm so excited. I swear. So, side note, y'all, while I left my little notebook at work that I do my little segments and I'll be working on it while I be at work. Got a multitask, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, let me smoke some good weed and come up with some. So I came up with a whole new, but it's gonna be good today. You know, hey, we finna come have a taste with tea, y'all. So today we talking about masturbation. That's crazy. So
5 times from that ass.
you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I know I always ask 2 questions, but both questions is actually going to be pertaining to it just because, I don't know, I've been thinking about this a lot for whatever reason. So, is there such thing as too much masturbation, like in a relationship or single? You know what I'm saying? Do you feel like it's too much? I think that it is. I feel like in single, definitely for sure, just because it's nothing that nobody can move like a machine, like a toy. And I feel like sometimes when you self-please so much with things that aren't human, like a vibrators and stuff like that, your body almost get used to only doing it that way or coming that way. So it almost makes it hard for you to come with regular sex or regular people. So that's why I feel like I be kind of living, even in in relationships.
Well, actually, it is scientifically proven that you can masturbate too much, especially as a man. A lot of men practice semen retention because a lot of stuff comes out when you hit that orgasm. It takes away your energy, your life force. Actually, gray matter is released in your brain when you watch porn. You know what I'm saying? And it actually, real talk.
There's a lot to go with it.
There's a lot that goes with it. It changes your whole perception of the opposite sex or your sexual partner in general. Like, use an example. If you start the day off and you let one loose, you definitely won't be as productive as you possibly could have been. You won't be as focused as you possibly could have been. You literally then released your
Don't
life
they
force
tell,
that
like,
much.
That's
Why do y'all
only
think-
with
why do y'all
masturbation,
think-
though. That's
it's
not
with
with necessarily
I'm saying
sex,
with
yeah.
masturbation.
Oh, yeah.
Why do you
Not
think
sex,
they?
though?
Because that's
It's
connected
energy
with another
being
human.
released. It's
Because
still
is it
a lot
just-
of. It's a lot of
it's the
energy
nut
being released. Yes, it's
or-
the nut release.
Because
It's the nut
nut
release.
sex, not just I'm talking about masturbation.
Think
though.
about this though, right?
They
Why do
tell
you think they
athletes not
tell
to do it,
athletes
yeah,
exactly
before a game.
do not bust off because you're
Yeah, they won't have
releasing
no energy.
all of that
Yeah.
testosterone and aggression that we need right now. And we also know the sensitivity of it is definitely affected. Shit, you get that motherfucking rose going too much, you get your hand going too much, you might not need somebody else, and it definitely can affect your relationship. You asked about it in relationships. You wanted me and I done wanted you and I couldn't get to you and I done did it, then it's done. What happens after that?
Right.
You don't even think
I
about
feel
it
you.
no
I
more.
feel you. So what about you, Diamond? What you think? Do you think that is such a thing as like too much masturbation? Or are you a masturbator?
Of course.
Are
But
you a
I'm just saying in
chronic
general though.
masturbator?
No.
Or-
The reason why is because I do believe in y'all help me out.
Desensitizing.
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 Yeah. I do believe in that. Like, especially with toys and vibrators and anything else that women
It's
use.
done.
I feel, man, what, cut it on that high speed, that third level, it's a wrap. Like, too much, and it can make it to where it either doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, for sure.
Your boyfriend or husband or whoever,
You need
they
more
stuff
for
don't work no
stimulation.
more.
Right.
Yeah, it takes way longer
Nobody's
to get
touching
you where
that
you need
fast,
to
for
be.
sure.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I definitely feel that. Like,
Yeah.
there is such thing as too much to
Yeah,
me.
you think it's too much?
Yeah.
Cause you know,
There is such
what I
thing.
do know, cause I met this girl and she be like, I don't know, she's like a chronic masturbator. Like she be busting nuts on breaking shit. Like she's like, I just go to my car and get one out right quick. Like that's crazy, but you know, whatever.
Bitch, you need help.
You know
I
what
mean,
I'm
but
saying?
some people do have a high sex
You know
drive.
what I'm saying?
and
They
it's
just
like-
want to get it on, and they don't get tired.
because
Especially
people can't satisfy
you're
themselves.
right. So it's just like, let me get it off, and they be having a good day. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So,
All right, so let me add another thing to this. Sometimes a lot of chronic masturbation is linked directly to depression,
Oh, you think?
and you need
Oh, wow. Is that a
yes,
fact?
it's a fact.
It's
And you
endorphins.
Need, you
It
need
releases
endorphins
endorphins.
released in your brain, and
So you
you're
don't fucking
actually
go
addicted
crazy.
to it.
so that makes you feel good.
It makes you feel
Okay,
good, even if it's
okay.
temporarily. It can be quite unhealthy to masturbate a lot.
Okay, so speaking of unhealthy, okay, so that's
Yeah.
my next question. I told you it's a 2-part for this one.
Yeah.
So, do you care if your partner masturbates?
No.
Shit.
Okay, so let me paint a scenario though.
All right.
And then I'm gonna so y'all know I always got a story. So I was with a partner, right? And I I do have a problem with it, and I only say that because it was like one time we was laying in the bed and they knew I wasn't asleep. And they was masturbating, and it made me feel some type of way because it's like, you know what, have sex with me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It hurt my feelings.
Peeping at you out the corner.
Yeah, like it hurt my feelings. But what I'm saying is, why you don't want to have sex with me? Like I don't understand that. Like I don't understand why would you?
Was it a fight that day or any type of disconnect?
I can't remember, but I don't. But even it's still. So what?
You didn't think you would have told them no? Or
I've never. One thing about with me, I'm a very
Wait, was it known that you were asleep?
It doesn't matter.
Did the person think you were asleep?
No, they knew I wasn't asleep.
Okay.
They knew I wasn't asleep for
All right,
sure.
continue.
Like when you dealing with the person long enough, you know when a motherfucker's asleep, and you know when they're not asleep. You know when you get to moving in the bed and then they move. Yeah, but even then, still, you ain't ever. When I'm asleep, nigga, any other time, you don't woke a motherfucker up. Surprise it, we woke now. You know what I'm saying? So why that?
Yeah.
So what about you? Like, so that's I know everybody like no, but so you wouldn't feel no type of way. You laying right there, and then your spouse like
that's
like you know what I'm saying. So
anytime somebody's masturbating while they're in a relationship right next to you, you have to kind of take it as you be like, oh, what do you? So you don't need me,
right? I think anybody.
But I think you would take it like that. But it's a way that you could. You could be like, shit, get your shit. If you understand your partner, you be like, do your thing.
So
but
don't get
to doing it too much without me.
Okay, so you do care.
You can do it. You can do it, but because I don't think any human doesn't masturbate. You know what I'm saying? Right. We all come on. That's the first thing you did.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's usually the first
but
thing you got. If it's chronic,
every night,
come on, you don't need me at all. Yeah. That's a problem. That's an issue.
Like you over there just straight getting into yourself, like right next to me.
So you don't even need me,
right? That's true.
What about you? How would you feel? How would that make you feel? Because that shit definitely hurt my feelings.
I don't care if my boyfriend masturbates or anything like that. What I care about though, I do care if I want to get some and you done did it and I can't have none now. That because you have, that's when I care. Like honestly, like don't do it right before you know that I want some.
Okay,
like don't do that. Like if you know I want some, don't go in the room with me.
But what if they don't know? But then it keeps happening.
You gonna know with me.
Okay, I feel that's real.
I have different ways of showing.
Yes. Okay, for sure. I respect that. Okay. So yeah, that's how I don't know. That's how I feel about it. I feel like I don't like it. I feel like I don't know. Call me weird or whatever, but I don't really particularly care for. Now, if of course I'm single, whatever. But like in relationship, no, I don't like for my spouse to masturbate. Say, build it up for me, baby.
I like that.
So it's fair for you two though.
No, I'm
as far
not
as him.
No, for sure. I won't do it either. You know what I'm saying? I'll be.
So you just cut masturbation out relationship
for sure. Unless then I'm like doing it in front of you. You know what I'm saying? But I don't like it. I feel like no. I would be mad as fuck if I was going and I came home and I opened the door and you were getting why you just leaving me? I'm coming.
Got the candles lit shit
with a laptop.
No, I don't like it. So.
Okay, so yeah.
TK ain't give his.
Right.
What's up?
No, I'm not with that shit. That's just weird.
Because first you just said you didn't care, but now you when I told a story.
Masturbation in general, yes, you can masturbate, but don't do it while I'm fucking sitting there.
So you care, but only
when I'm gone,
you're not around.
If I can't help you at the moment, but I want you to wait for me. Hey y'all, so when is it ever okay for a victim to have to pay their harasser, aggressive, or rapist?
It's never okay.
It's wild. Never.
It's wow. It is a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. So Piper Lewis has been ordered to pay $150K to her rapist, kidnapper.
She's a 17-year-old, and it happened 2 years ago in June of 2020. And she was taken by 37-year-old Zachary Brooks, and she ended up killing him while he was sleeping. So his side was stressing that she needs to be in jail because he was asleep. So there's no way he could defend himself when he was killed. And her lawyers are saying that she suffers from post-traumatic stress disorder, depression, a whole bunch of stuff because of this. She's very remorseful. She's done her time. She doesn't deserve jail time or prison time or anything like that because she was sexually assaulted over and over again by this person. So yes, he is dead and a human being is dead, and she's remorseful because of that. She feels like, okay, I regret it. I've done my time, but she doesn't even care about the money. Her lawyer says she doesn't care about the money. She's okay. She just wants to get through the stress of having to have gone through that. And Zachary's family is, of course, they're happy they get the money, but they are not seeing it in the eyes of her.
Because that's some bullshit.
Of course.
At the end of the day, that's some bullshit. And at the end of the day, if she was a little white girl, she wouldn't be having to pay no money. And that's
a lot of money.
You know what I'm saying? Why
Yeah,
do
but
she
that
have to?
GoFundMe busted,
That's
though.
crazy. And I'm pretty sure, well, it's so much out there that she ain't even gonna have to come out of pocket with that
No,
shit
she
for
did,
real.
yeah, they
You're right, you know what I'm
GoFundMe,
saying?
yeah,
Right,
they
like,
raised
you
it
know,
for her.
but it's the principle behind
facts,
it. Even
facts.
the
She was
fact
sex
that
trafficked.
they, you know what I'm
That's wild.
saying?
Trafficked
And
by-
you go, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that's bogus as fuck. And it's like, why though? It's so many girls that's out there that be happening to, and for this,
Well,
you know what I'm
Donald Glover
saying?
said,
For
"This
y'all
is
to really,
America."
just like, get the fuck out of that shit. You know why? Because just certain rules apply for certain people and certain laws
Absolutely.
apply.
And y'all
Absolutely.
remember,
It's
it's
just
been
crazy.
multiple times in the media where we've seen.
This is not even shocking. That's the crazy
Shit,
part.
kid.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's
women
17, that's
attacking
young.
their attackers
Right.
and
Yeah.
facing real life
Going to
consequences
jail,
for it.
prison.
Going to
Whether
prison.
he was asleep or not, that was the time she felt she could get the fuck out of there.
And that was the time that she felt
if
she
he
could
was
only overpower him, right?
Yes,
You
that's the
sleep, nigga,
time
fuck
that she
you
felt
mean?
she could dip. So
He
I don't
shouldn't have
see
been
nothing
asleep.
is wrong with that, man.
He
I don't
shouldn't have
see
been
anything.
raping.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
And kidnap.
Get
I don't
kids.
see
You know what I'm
anything
saying?
wrong with that
shit
at
is
all.
sad.
Hey
It's
man, I'm
unfortunate.
not here to be judge or jury, but I feel like he deserved what he got.
Absolutely.
Hey, anytime you're trying to take something from somebody, when they take something from you, whether it be your life or
Doesn't
something
hurt,
else,
like,
it's
that
over
shit
with.
wild. Like,
Yeah.
That woman ain't paying that shit. Where's she gonna get 150K
That's
from?
I
right.
told you, but that GoFundMe is busting.
Not GoFundMe.
Right. They don't raise
raised
that
all
money. They
How
don't
much
raise
money they
already.
raised for?
I don't know the specific number. I didn't look up and see, but they definitely. I know that's what I was saying. She's not coming
it's
out
a
of
lot,
pocket
yeah.
for it. Yeah, definitely. Just because that shit bogus as fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying?
She was just ordered to pay 600 hours of, or do 600 hours of community service.
I don't think they
That was her
ever
thing.
care about the mental health of the
Never.
victim in a case. Like, what does that do
No.
to her when you're telling me after all the suffrage that I've gone through that
Now
I
pay
have
him.
to pay him?
That's like a prostitute, bro. Like,
Exactly.
gotta pay him.
Yeah.
Like, this might. Yeah. You know why? But that's what I'm saying.
He already paid the ultimate price.
that's what America tells her. Like, that's what it is.
Exactly.
That they're not for us. They're not for our people because
Man, what?
it's for the white man.
Shit crazy.
Anyways, but you know, that shit crazy. It is, you know, people be like, that shit is real, you know, and this is just like, if I know that have nothing to do with it, and that, but it does, and I really feel that way. If she was a little white girl, and if it was the other way around,
Yeah.
you really think that she would be paying that to a black family?
Not at all.
No, she wouldn't.
Not at all.
No.
Never.
Come on, yeah, so that's
First of all, the whole family would have went to prison because you invaded this
And
nigga.
y'all
You knew about it.
Y'all
Y'all
was,
was
you know what I'm
in.
saying? So that shit bogus as
That's
fuck.
the-
It's
why the
just-
family ain't good?
you know why?
Y'all didn't know
Because
he
it's
abducted
other
her?
shit that's going on, but they do stuff like this to try to project other things, you know, from what really is going on in the world, like that
Right.
crazy ass shit with, you know what I'm saying, that's going on in the world that we're going to speak on later. But, you know, it's just a lot of crazy shit that's going on. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
it's a
saying?
lot.
And I
It's-
feel like they're trying to do that to deflect because it's crazy. That's wild.
It's wild.
It's wild. It's fuck.
wild. We all have kids here. You know, they destroy things. You might get them a gift. They might break it. And as a parent, you be like, damn, I bought you that and I wanted you to love it. But what happens when that gift is the house that you provided for them to live in and they destroy your shit?
But
Tornado through that motherfucker.
Over a phone, my God.
We have a mom. She didn't disclose her name. I don't believe she even wanted to be on the internet at all. She just came out and tried to explain the situation. There was a viral video going around that said, my 12-year-old son destroyed my house over a phone. And if you guys could see the damage that was caused, the windows were
That shit
broken,
was
marble
crazy.
Did you see
countertops
it?
were destroyed,
This motherfucker
glass was
was-
broken,
That was
refrigerators
Tasmanian
turned
devil type
over.
shit.
This motherfucker was half
It was
superhuman. This nigga
awful.
was breaking toilets,
Yes.
marble counters. How?
Now she got online and posted a
What?
response video
They
to
put it in
it,
the water.
saying that he wasn't 12. He's actually a 16-year-old mentally ill child. He's 250 pounds, so she said she couldn't whoop him. He has mental issues and she deals with it all the time. And somebody actually leaked the video without her knowing. And once it got leaked, that's when she had to deal with all the backlash of
Okay.
everyone saying things.
You should have
But
beat his ass.
probably
How do
was
y'all
to make this
feel
So
if
the
y'all
boy
had a
has mental
disability?
I mean, that's different.
And they
of
do that.
course.
Like, are you angry or are you
You can't
understanding?
be. You have to. At the end of the day, it just depends. Let me say that it depends on the disability and really how much they can be held accountable for. Because depending on what it is,
That
it
was a
can't-
lot of damage.
But they
see,
can't. You know
that
what I'm
was a
saying?
lot.
That's like saying if you know he would get that mad, you would just let him keep the phone then.
That's not true.
But it wasn't
though.
over a phone.
What?
It wasn't over the phone. He had a mental breakdown because he's disabled. He's
Right,
mentally
you know what I'm saying? That's what it's so.
She
it's
said
more
that
than
she
what they're
deals with that
saying
on
and
a
just
regular
showing,
basis.
Right.
Yeah.
you know, and it probably was just some other shit. And he broke down and he fucked
With the
house up.
damage that was caused to that house, he
That's
had to be
a
in there
lot.
doing that for hours.
And he had to,
Yeah,
he had to
that
been
shit
left
took a
up. I
while.
mean,
Yeah.
but in that,
Well, she
Where
was
was
at
she?
work. Probably
At
work.
work?
right?
Probably.
But in that because you know what I'm saying, you can be capable enough to be left alone to for a little bit of time, but not enough to really sometimes understand how to handle your emotions or deal with you don't know. They're not saying the disease, or the mental illness, it actually what it is. But if
So
he
you feel like he shouldn't have been left by himself since he has a mental
but we don't. I don't know. I can't say that either because it's maybe somebody like with Down syndrome or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So they can function. I used to work with this girl. She worked and you know what I'm saying, and that's a disability. But she was still able to function. So we don't really know. I don't want to speak on it because I don't really know the details as far as like, and they're not saying like.
So
They're not saying what he has wrong.
What do you
but
do?
if it was a regular kid,
No,
that's what you know.
no,
What I'm saying?
like,
I'm
what-
beating
How
your
do you
ass.
handle a
Tell me.
child
I'm beating your ass.
with mental disabilities that acts like that on a regular basis? Did y'all see the little boy at Sam's Club pushing over TVs and stuff?
I
Y'all
feel
see that?
like
Yeah.
if
like
you
things like that,
can't
like
control
how do
your
you?
children, you need to seek professional help.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
What do you do when what do you do when you come home and your house is destroyed by your
And you
child?
know your child had those like the mental fits
But
or
see,
whatever. Like,
I
how
would
do you
take
even-
precautions
I don't know.
before we even get to that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Can it come back?
If she
For sure.
straight up identified that she knows, you know what I'm saying, something wrong with him, I don't see why at that point you can't seek him help. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, because you're his mother, you're his caregiver, and not even saying like it's that easy, but it's ways around everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm not, and I would never blame her for nothing like that. But it's just like you have to take precautions. I'm pretty sure people with autism children know to take certain precautions with their children because they know how they're going to react. Like, you can't, he blew up and he does this all the time. But like, everybody knows their child.
You know him, but has he ever went this far?
And that's
Well, probably not that far. No,
That's the real
probably not that
question.
far.
Like, y'all
But what do
seen
you
the
do at that
damage,
point?
man.
Because
That shit was like a
you
Tasmanian
that you have
devil
it all
ran through
there.
that
Like,
bitch.
how would you act?
at this point you
How would you act?
you shipped off.
If it was
Because you know
my
your child's not all there.
if it was my child, I heard her crying. I saw her
What would
crying.
you do?
The anger, I can't really speak on it because I don't know. I don't know if I would want to be around my child for a little while after that. I would have to, because every time I look at the house, I'll be pissed
It
the
is
fuck
terrible.
off,
Yeah, yeah.
hurt.
That shit was
you
like,
know,
damn,
my
like-
hard work, my credit, my life. You have really made it hard for me to take care of you now because now. I have, that look like an apartment.
Yeah.
So they're gonna have so
The
She
countertops
lucky if
was
she don't
broke.
get kicked out for that.
exactly.
The
They be like,
windows,
oh, you
the
gotta go.
counter-
You changed
Yeah.
our lives.
There was structural damage to that
Yes.
place.
And how
like
do I know that you're not going to do it again?
Right.
Yeah.
Over and over again. Like, I don't know. You're my child. I know
Well, she
you're.
said
Like
she
she
deals
said,
with
he's
it on a regular
big,
basis.
like, he's not a little
She
kid.
said she deals with it.
One day he might kill you.
That's what I would be afraid
But
of
you
right
can't.
there.
But
It's a
you
snap.
can't. But the thing is,
Mental illness
some
has
people, no
boundary.
But that's not true though, because some people. But you know what I'm saying. Some people get upset and they might just break shit, but they never hurt a person. You see what I'm saying? Or they might. So it just depends on everything is situational.
Michael Myers started off by torturing little animals. Okay.
I just couldn't stand looking at
So
the
you
house.
say you're shipping the baby off to like a mental institution?
Absolutely.
Okay, for sure.
Absolutely. You gotta
I
get
wouldn't
the
do
fuck
that.
up. You-
Only reason why, because not necessarily ship off, but I would try to seek in-home help before. I think that's like a last.
But y'all
resort,
said
like
the kid's 15 years old. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
she tried this.
15, 6 foot, and
that's
250
hit-
pounds.
Think about
So,
his
big
mental,
guy.
like, oh,
So
she
you
hates
bringing
me, I'm
somebody
shipping
to
her
the
off.
house,
I would try it,
and then
yes. I
you
would
shipping
try
them
it.
off.
You might have to go get some help. I'm not saying you
That's
gotta.
okay.
be
I would
alone
make a
forever.
padded
What you
room in my
asking?
house.
So
Look,
you're
you gonna go in the basement?
Yeah.
It's
You
a
gotta-
What you
padded
doing,
room.
Diamond?
He's
You
a pretty big kid. Like, she said
I'm a lot
he's
bigger
over,
than
he's
basement.
over 6.5 feet, 200 something
They
pounds.
make underground bunkers.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you shipping them, or you trying to get some help?
Because he's my kid, I'll probably get like a
I can
higher
look at-
in-home person.
Yeah, you know what I'm
some
saying?
kind of
Yeah.
somebody to live with me to watch him 24/7.
Right. I can't just ship my children off that.
But I wouldn't
can't
ship
You
them
finna
away.
go.
I would just get help,
I
like
couldn't
in-home
do it.
help.
I feel like I wouldn't want to deal with that.
I couldn't deal with it.
I'm sorry, it might sound fucked up.
But think
No,
about when
no.
they get older and they're mental. They like, oh well, you didn't love me. You just shipped me off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that. Think about
Obviously,
that
you
aspect.
didn't understand when you fucked up my house, so you don't understand that. You don't understand.
This wasn't like a.
Fuck you, mean you done fuck this shit up,
Hey,
nigga. You go.
This
You
wasn't.
go.
This wasn't
Try
a
it
hole
again.
in the wall that you punched or a window that
You
you
know what I'm
broke.
saying?
No, it was
You
fucked up. I'm not
fucked
gonna
it
lie.
up. At that point, it's almost
criminal, should I say?
Almost.
Yeah,
That was
a little
criminal.
bit.
You know
A
what I'm
little
saying?
bit.
He
So, and
probably
that
would go to
being
jail for
said,
that actual
I
destruction.
feel like,
Yeah.
you know, you finna either go live with a...
If the landlord decides to press charges,
You can live in
somebody
your Uncle
gotta go.
TK Booker. Then.
Yeah, I know. We
Okay,
just
so
watched the
since you
video.
don't want him shipped off, he can come live in Young Booker.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
We
Okay.
just watched the
Putting all the
video,
kids in there.
but y'all, we don't even
I'm just
know.
kidding. That was-
We don't even know the links of the consequences that she's
Right,
about to
right.
face for that.
For sure, you know, they might try to charge her like child neglect
Yes,
or you
absolutely.
Just, it's just a lot that comes with that. Sometimes you don't know, you know. Yeah.
Hey man, so back to the replay with TK.
You already know. Spoiler
Spoiler alert.
All right,
What
y'all.
movie you doing this time, man?
All right, so y'all. So this
Yeah.
week I chose End of the Road. It came out on September 9th. It's a Netflix original. It was pretty straight. You know what I'm saying? I watched it, you know, full through, whatever. It was starring Queen Latifah, Ludacris, Sean Dixon, and Machala Lee. It was about a movie where Queen Latifah's husband had died, and they was moving cross country from LA to Houston because, you know, when somebody, you know, with another the other partner, whatever, that's kind of hard to keep up the bills and stuff like
Yeah.
that, you know. So she was definitely forced to go back with her mother, which is an unfortunate event. But with that being said, the road trip alone was just crazy all that started. So it was a thriller. So, you know, it had a little couple twists and turns and whatever, but it was good though. So what happened was they was driving or whatever, and across country, you in the desert, you know, the shit, it get a little crazy out there. So it started off by they stopped at some hick ass gas station or something, and these two little white boys, you know what I'm saying, try to holler at the daughter, and she gave him the finger on some, you know, I ain't fucking with y'all type shit. So, you know, they get back in the car. Now they driving, so the dudes then pulled up on the truck like, hey, you know, what's that shit your daughter was talking? She like, what'd you do? Da-da-da. She like, I'm so sorry, I gave him the finger, and it was just, so y'all know it got crazy for them. So they end up blocking them off so they couldn't go. So they sitting in the truck. Now I'm thinking Ludacris about to get out, you know what I'm saying, go
Yeah.
crazy.
Ludacris stayed in the car.
Absolutely not. That's not what happened.
Yeah, he
he
stayed in the
definitely
car.
stayed in the car on some, she like, I handle it, I got the kids, you know, don't. I'm like, come now, mind y'all, I got sisters, y'all. Ain't no way in hell I'm gonna let my older sister get out the car and deal with no dudes like that's just crazy.
Two
Like,
men while you sit back and
while
watch.
I'm in the car with the doors locked.
I got it, bro. It's getting too loud.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah. You know
So
what I'm
when
saying?
they knock your ass out, I'm just gonna
You're
sit
right.
there and
I'm gonna
watch.
sit there and mind y'all,
and
this
don't tell the
man,
family about it.
this man had a whole Black
The
Power
fuck?
jersey on. The whole, you know what I'm saying, wearing all this Black Power. It was just, so she go up there. They like, well, you need to apologize. She like, what? He like, apologize or it's about to get real out here. So he was like, apologize to these white men. And they made her say that shit out loud.
For inconveniencing your
For
whiteness or some
inconvenience,
shit like that.
a white man or something like that. So, you know,
Yeah, that
she
shit was
said it.
wild.
She get back in the car, teary eyed and shit.
He told her
like,
to say it with her chest.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
So
Like,
everybody
that
can
shit
hear.
was fucked up. It was messed up.
Oh
So,
man.
It go on from there. So they end up, you know, getting tired. They were pulling over to a one of them sleep-ins or whatever. So, you know, like I said, they still in the middle of nowhere. So middle of the night, they hear some wrestling and shit. So next door, they like, you know, they may be having a party. He like, nah, there ain't no motherfucking party. So all of a sudden, like, they just hear a gunshot. Now, mind you, we all know, you hear some shit, you mind your motherfucking business. But of course, this is a movie. That shit like that don't happen. So Queen Latifah busts out.
What's happening?
I'm finna go see what's going on. She go all the way next door, open the door, like, oh my God, there's a dude shot, come here. So she a nurse, which this is when you first find out. So Ludacris going there like, nah, we ain't finna deal with this. She like, call 911. So cops come. So mind you, it's a big ass bag under the sink or whatever. So he go in there because she told him to go get some towels. So Ludacris look, he see the bag. Now mind you, niggas is niggas. So he took that shit. So fast forward, they, you know, talk to the cops and leave or whatever. And he like, they get to his restaurant. He like, hey sis, you know, I'm about to change our lives and shit.
Right, because what's in the bag?
So the plot really begins.
Right,
here.
that's when it really kick off. So he opened the bag. I'm nothing but $100, y'all. I'm talking about
Money.
straight the
That's
fans.
Yes.
She like, are you fucking stupid? You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously it's probably drug money or something. So
She didn't want to take the money for some reason.
right, she was real goody two shoes.
I guess if
Holier
you a
than
nurse, she got
thou.
some dollars. She don't need
Even the kids like, ma,
She
we
had no-
homeless.
she
Right?
had no dollars.
Like,
Take all the.
you
she
know,
was
right. I said she was home. Okay.
right,
Yeah.
like they hella homeless going to her mama house.
Okay,
you know what I'm
okay,
saying?
right, okay.
Long story. So she ended up getting these weird ass phone calls from distorted voice like, "Hey nigga, I know you got my money. Where my shit at?" You know what I'm saying? So
See, because she knew better.
right.
And
So
she
they
got
like,
cheated.
you need to take that shit back and bring it to so the dude was called Mr. Cross. That's the head big bad dude in the movie or whatever. So that's the person everybody don't fuck with. So she go back to the hotel because they had. So she drove the money back to the hotel. Like, look, we don't want this money. You know, I don't want no problems. Whatever. The nigga call her like, nah, you finna go back and get it and bring it to me. She like, I'm not finna do that shit. So they end up kidnapping her damn son at a rest stop.
Oh,
You gonna give me my money or we gonna have some problems. So she go back to the damn motel, and y'all already know, of course, this shit ain't there. Little cokehead fucking housekeeper that fucking gate that shit. Shorty took off in a motherfucking Crown Vic dipping, coked out like. So Queen Latifah like, give me the money back. You don't understand. I need my son. So she get in the car and chase her and shit. Now she run this bitch down all the way out to the woods. Now this bitch then drove into fucking meth land, bruh. It's nothing but like meth shit, bruh. That shit was crazy. So
People
of
been
course,
sleeping with their cousins.
you know what I'm saying? Some hick ass shit. They like, look at here, boys. Look what we got out here. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit.
Redneck
So
City.
she like, look, I don't want no problems. I just need my money. So of course they end up knocking her goofy ass out. She end up fucking coming to. Now y'all, this where the movie get a little crazy. So she end up coming to and cut herself out of her restraints with a crack pipe that was cracked up sitting there. So
Queen Latifah turned into the fucking equalizer.
she turned into the equalizer.
Okay.
Y'all, she get up, she fighting everybody, beating everybody up like, y'all don't understand, I need this money for my son. Mind you, she did all that. She done got the gun back and shot a nigga in the leg. And she like, y'all even know who money this is?
She turned into Neo from the Matrix.
Right, she like, this Mr. Cross money. And they like, oh shit, we gotta, you know what I'm saying? So they put all the money back and she like fucking dip off. So mind you, the detective on the case went to go visit the Ludacris, and the daughter was like, you know, we need to talk to y'all about what's going on or whatever. So plot twist, he's Mr. Cross. So he ended up was like, oh, y'all could come to my ranch, you know, he won't get you here. Fuck around, this nigga locked him in the damn basement like, your mother better bring my motherfucking money.
Hey, but you know, what do you give this? What do you rate this movie from on a scale of 1 to 10?
From a 1 to 10, that shit was like a 4. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like the way they hold Ludacris, and then the way she just, like I said, y'all, she beat up an entire area full of meth heads by herself.
I feel like the movie, I'll give it a low rating too, just because the acting was subpar.
Yeah,
that was some
I
of
feel
the
like
worst
Mr.
acting.
Chris Bridges could have did so much better.
I didn't see it. I
Absolutely.
saw
Like,
the
they
little
muted him
preview
for real,
trailer.
for real.
I couldn't even watch it after I saw the picture. I was just like,
it
She
didn't even look
definitely
real,
was
right?
Chloe,
Yeah.
and he Cleo, and he definitely was nigga just sitting.
What
there.
is the one that they Cleo they was bullying in the movie and set it off? TT.
Yeah.
Ludacris was TT.
Yes, absolutely. I need that right.
Yeah, I didn't like the
But yeah,
movie.
no.
I feel like a lot of these Netflix originals
They
have
just
been
throwing
going
them out
down to like nothing. Like it's garbage. I wouldn't watch it again at all.
Yeah, that shit
I
was
wouldn't
terrible.
recommend at all.
so I don't need to watch it.
No,
Not at all. You don't
unless
have
you
to.
want to be bored out your mind
Right.
and disappointed. We've seen this plot over and over. Y'all remember the movie Joyride? We can go.
Yeah.
It's so
Okay.
many.
All the same.
You know, somebody's chasing after us because
Right,
we took
and
something.
One,
Cookie cutter shit.
that shit was trash.
Yeah.
All right, so that was the movie. Like I said, it was straight. I give it like a 4 out of 5. But I mean, other than that, like it's just
4
it
out
was
of
on
5
some
or 4 out
other
of 10?
shit. Oh yeah, 4 out of 10. That's a way different
Womp,
spectrum.
womp,
Yes, that was definitely
Yeah,
thumbs
I
down on
wanna
that
say
shit.
Thumbs
like,
down.
Thumbs down.
Yeah, I like movies like Purge and shit like that. That's way a lot better.
Yeah.
I like
All
The
right.
Purge.
Hey, I like the Purge too. And speaking of the Purge, what's going on in Illinois?
You might as well say that shit is the Purge.
That's the
bro. It's about to
Purge.
get real out there. For
Safety
real.
law, aka Purge law.
Man, what?
And Illinois is my hometown. That's my home.
Right, that's where you
state.
from.
So,
What
yeah, we I've been getting calls and texts from my family members talking about what
That's
the
gotta
fuck.
be a little scary.
You know, it's a little scary. My dad told me personally, I might have to move your little sister up out of this shit.
Wow, man.
Hey man, let's get into it.
Facts.
Okay, well, the state of Illinois in January 1st, 2023 plans on passing a safety act which will basically make criminals not have to be retained. It eliminates the cash bail for criminals with crimes such as robbery, burglary, kidnapping, second-degree murder, assault, and
Real
a
crimes.
lot of other stuff. Any kind of class of B and C
That's
is
crazy.
Right, it is no longer a
Yeah.
detainable
That's how y'all
offense.
feel about that.
I feel
Sound
that
That's
is-
crazy.
that's anarchy.
Chicago is
First
one of
of
the
all-
highest crime cities in the world.
Okay, so this is how I feel.
get to it.
Man, I feel like they're doing that because they feel like they're already killing each other. So let me release some more animals out so we can wipe everybody out and then they're going to start over, and then it's going to be a new Chicago.
Right, like a gentrified.
It's going to be new. It's going to be new. I guarantee in like 2030, it's going to be no more.
All right.
They said over 600 inmates is going to be released when this thing is
it's going to be like new.
So let's say you remember that situation with Khalif Browder. He was arrested for a nonviolent offense and he couldn't afford bail.
Right.
So he ended up doing like 3 to 5 years in jail in solitary confinement. And after he killed himself because he spent all that time alone, he wasn't really a really bad person. So maybe, what about all these people in Chicago that can't post bail because they're poor? It's a benefit to it, but of course,
true. I can see that side.
I'm trying to look at the bright side.
I don't feel that way because even though it's like, but you still commit crime regardless if it was an accident or it's out of circumstance. You know what I'm saying? I always have that stance in any type of crime, regardless if you had intent to. If you still broke the law, do you deserve to pay that crime? And that's just what it is.
I feel like it's gonna give
if you have bail or not,
window.
you know what I'm saying? Like that's
it's
just
a loophole.
What it is, and I feel like it's more dangerous than helpful.
So who does this help? Who are their intentions on helping with this?
The white man, because
it happened because of like somebody's being pursued, because it said I think 80% of people who are chased end up injured, and they're trying to avoid that, like the chase. Does that make sense? They're trying to avoid the pursuit.
Are the police lazy?
I think they're giving up.
They want to chase after these criminals anymore.
I feel like
they're giving up on the city.
You know what I'm saying? Anytime you hear about any holiday, anything, it's always Chicago. You know what I'm saying? It's always that's number one. So it's like I really feel at this point they just don't, like you said, they tired.
Can you imagine somebody kill one of your family members in a second-degree murder situation and they just get a ticket and go home that night?
You know what I'm saying? Like
really? Or a nigga just imagine they kidnap your daughter and then he get a ticket and go home that night.
That's insane.
That's wild. That's
crazy wild. That's wild. That's wild.
How are the residents of Illinois feeling about this?
Fuck the not being able to make
I would
bail.
be scared.
No, fuck that.
I would be scared.
I would live in fear.
Because regardless
if they
of
not already.
Because that means somebody can come and rob my shit.
You know what I'm saying?
And
go
be
home.
fine. And then do it again the next day.
And go home.
And then it doesn't, there's no consequences.
So it also benefits people who have burglars in their house. If I kill you, I don't have to worry about going to jail.
What?
I mean, it is double sided.
It's a double side to it. Almost seems like every part of this, but the fear is there. You have to.
Just the fact that it can even be done is the problem. Like the crime is the problem. We don't need that.
Just imagine a nigga at home sitting like, damn, bro, I could rob a nigga on January and I gotta go to jail no more.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? People, it's a purge.
But y'all know in Illinois, and we're going to use Chirac. We be talking about Chicago this time. Those are first degree murders. All those murders are intentional. Those people are not getting.
Well, yeah, no, definitely.
So the stuff that they are mentioning, these
class
are
B and C.
Kidnapping. Ain't that one of them?
Yes.
That's not intentional.
Kidnapping is kind of deep because y'all know sometimes
it is no situation. I don't give a fuck what the situation is. If I say I want to go and you're not letting me go, it's wrong.
In a domestic dispute, if I say you ain't going nowhere,
that is wrong. It is wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. I don't care. It is wrong. It is wrong. Yes, that's what I'm saying. I don't care in any scenario. I don't give a fuck if we're married. If I say I want to go, I want to leave.
And there's no degrees to kidnapping.
Nigga, no. You don't know.
Snatching somebody off the street and keeping somebody inside of the house is the same under the same scope.
Nigga, no.
You ain't no kid.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, it's wrong. And so, in that being said, you can say, oh, well, bail. It's no way.
Aggravated battery. I'm about to come up here and rock your shit. And
Aggravated battery. You got to think about the situations when aggravated battery will be a thing. If somebody walk up to you and they on some bush and you hit them in the face with a bottle, they're going to give you aggravated battery, even though you were defending yourself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's a double-edged sword. It's always another side.
But everything is about money with that, though. Absolutely. Even if still in that same situation, with that situation. Without that law, if I had enough money, I could still get it in self-defense. You see what I'm saying? So, though that I think that has nothing to do with it.
Think about that. What message that sends to the cops? Like, would
the cops
you really?
I
think the cops are just tired.
No respect.
They're tired.
If they pull people over for DUI or whatever, suspended license, they're just gonna keep going because they can. At that point,
you cannot detain nobody for a DUI. That means they literally
anything.
That's
danger
crazy.
to society.
That's crazy.
Think about it's going to be.
And
that's a danger to society.
What they're saying. Why? Because it's not a direct danger to a direct person.
It's absolutely direct danger.
Yeah.
If you're in behind the
that's
wheel,
what the news is saying.
and you're
That's why I
drunk,
feel that way.
You're
They're
danger.
gonna pull you over, give you
That's
a
why they
ticket,
take
and you're
your
gonna go about your
license.
business.
Well, not anymore. They won't be in January.
Hey,
In Illinois, though.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, for
Do
sure.
y'all think the other states will take this on?
Hell no.
No.
hell no.
No.
And the new governor,
think they're
or
just giving up
whomever,
over
they
there.
were saying that they was going to try to get that, like, if they get
It's
voted
impossible.
into, but they was there. That's what they were saying, that you still have to get votes from both sides when it comes to something that big. So that definitely is going to go into effect, I think. And it's sad. It's unfortunate. I feel like all them folks they already been killing each other. And they
What
don't wanna do that
direction
shit
are we
anymore.
headed in? Because if y'all have noticed, in the last 2 or 3 years, a lot of the states in the United States have been taking on these radical ass laws.
Yes.
Yeah. They
Abortion
have.
laws, this
Yeah.
new purge law. It's just been so
coming to
many
the end of
different
days,
things.
people.
What
It's not
is
a game.
happening here?
It's the end of the
no
time.
idea.
Is it safe? Are y'all still feeling safe?
I,
as citizens?
I try to go nowhere.
It
If
ain't
I really
safe.
don't
It
have
ain't
to leave
safe.
my house,
It
I
ain't
ain't
safe.
safe.
Stay dangerous. Stay
Yeah.
dangerous.
Got the
because-
monkeypox.
Got the monkeypox.
Man, what?
Life is different now.
Yeah,
Life
you know,
is definitely different.
we living through a double pandemic.
It's awful.
You know, monkeypox, coronavirus is still out here. People are still getting sick. People, that's what I'm saying. It be so
Triple
much
pandemic, bitch, niggas everywhere.
bullshit that's going. No, for real, it be so much bullshit that be going on. And I feel like that's
they
why
run
they
out
be
of
doing it.
formula for babies, and you just cut this abortion law. Just imagine, like, you're running
Why?
out of
You know
formula, but
why?
you're telling people you can't get rid of babies. What are
But
they
y'all
gonna
know-
feed them?
You know
we
why?
got,
Because
we
so
gotta
many
still
people
have
die.
babies though.
No, I agree. You know,
You
of course
gotta have
that.
Y'all
But,
want more kids?
I want one more.
yeah, I, do.
I wouldn't mind
That shit-
that
but
one
it's
more.
scary. I'm not gonna lie.
But you got, but when you ask it like that, as far as what's going on in the world,
It make you not want to bring more children into
Right,
that.
right.
You never know. Are we? So we're definitely against this.
For sure.
yeah.
I don't
That's
care in any way,
Think
shape, or
about
form.
your
No.
family members that live in the crime-stricken area in Illinois or whatever.
You know what's crazy?
That's scary to think about your family
Yes,
already in
I
a bad
thought about
neighborhood.
my family, right? When I
Yes.
first heard this, but for some reason, don't worry about them. I think they got it.
I know that.
Yeah.
But it's not about
I know they got it, but
It's the
still
people
worrisome.
around them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
we-
worrisome
we-
about the people that you care for.
My,
Like, you know,
my
it
parents,
is.
my family members, they pretty savage in Illinois. I think they got it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Come up if you want to.
Yeah, no.
Our house
And
is
it's-
always
but,
open,
but,
y'all.
but at that point, I don't even think it's about being hard or
Oh, yeah, I
being
was
a
just-
you know
I was
what I'm
kidding,
saying?
I was kidding,
I
but-
think it's just about you
Yeah.
know it's finna be crazy outside. Like I went up there not too long ago, and it was crazy. I was scared.
It's
I'm
a
not gonna
war
lie.
going
I was
out-
scared.
going
If I
on
wasn't who I
outside.
was with, I wouldn't have been outside. For real, for sure.
Just
like,
knowing how to move. You need to know how
you
to
know
move.
what I'm saying?
around.
I was with some
Kill
real
you,
certified,
brother.
You know,
you
things like this come up, and people. It also brings a rise to certain type of groups too. Like radical groups come from shit like this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I
KKK
don't
coming.
purge.
The KKK. Y'all think they coming?
I
Well, I mean, they ain't never going nowhere.
Yeah,
they
but
just
they
don't
ain't
have the
never.
hoods on anymore.
Yeah, they gonna feel like they can wear their hoods now.
Yeah, for sure.
Thoughts out to the whole state of Illinois. We hope y'all stay safe, and maybe this law get vetoed or whatever.
Send prayers,
and changed.
prayers to everybody and their families.
So we're gonna kick it over to my girl Diamond.
Let's get some
for-
positivity
for the
in this
Diamond.
bitch. That shit sad.
What do you got for us with this
Yes,
Diamond in the
very
Rough segment?
sad. Today's Diamond in the Rough is Miss Elena Wicker. She's a 13-year-old who graduated high school at the age of 12, y'all.
Damn, that's fire.
She made history as being the youngest black person to be accepted into medical school. And
Damn,
she was
that's
accepted in the early assurance program at the University of Alabama Heinz Nick School of Medicine. And she's currently a student at Arizona State University and Oakwood University, where she earned 2 undergraduate degrees in biological science, y'all.
Damn,
She started a foundation called the Brown STEM Girl, and it's a program to encourage, empower, and educate girls of color
Black Girl Magic.
in STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And she's super smart. And then she said that she's just, in the quote by her, she says that she's just an ordinary girl who enjoys Legos and NASA, which is not really ordinary,
Yeah, I
but
love
she
Legos.
likes NASA.
I have a
but,
cool Lego collection.
She has dolls. And just anything a 13-year-old girl would enjoy. She also said that she just has excellent time management skills, and that's what's helped her get to where she needs to be.
What's her
Because
name
she,
again?
Elena Wicker.
That's awesome.
Shout out Elena Ricker.
And I'm going to end this with a quote, y'all know I always do, by Nelson Mandela. And it's, education is the most powerful tool you can use to help you change the world. And with that, I'm gonna end it, y'all.
Hey,
Facts.
period.
Thank y'all for checking in with us this week for episode 7 of the
Episode 7.
Hip Hop Millennials podcast. I am Cashews,
It's your boy TK.
It's your girl Diamonds.
And it's your girl Tasty.
and we are the
Hip Hop
Millennials
Millennials podcast.
Yeah, we
See y'all
did
next
good,
week,
y'all. Hey.